Welcome to episode number 132 of The Closing Table with Lawyers Title. I'm your host, Tamera Gaede, and today we're going to discuss how to build a brand through content creation right after this.
Gather round the table, pull up a chair. Real talk, real growth, we're taking you there. From the first handshake to the final key. The wisdom you need to set your business free. It's the closing table with Lawyers Title. Tamera Gaede, she's your main arrival. Yeah, Tamera Gaede makes the vision clear. With Lawyers Title, your best year's here.
Welcome back to episode number 132. Again, I'm your host, Tamera Gaede. Super excited about the guests I have on the show today. We are going to discuss how to build a brand through content creation. And let me introduce my guest today. I have Daniel Hunt here. He's the founder of Hunt Global Collective. He is a luxury real estate advisor, entrepreneur, and content creator with over 5 million views on YouTube. I also have Luke Jones with me today. He is also with Hunt Global Collective. He's the host of Dallas Home Collection, a relocation brand for North Texas. He has over 230,000 followers on YouTube and his other social media platforms. And then last but not least, I have my very good friend Tommy Wooten on the show today, also with Hunt Global Collective. He has done more than 300 long-form videos on YouTube, and he's the $60 million a year producer. So we have some heavyweights on the show today. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so excited to have you guys here on the show.
Happy to be here.
I'm excited about our conversation today, too, and I know the audience will be. So I'm going to go ahead and just get right to it, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
First question, and I want all three of you to answer. Luke, you can go first, Daniel, and then Tommy can respond. What made all of you pivot to social media as your main lead source?
If you don't want to be considered a dinosaur in this industry, you have to pivot anytime the market starts to change, right?
That's right.
I've been in the business for about 15 years or so. When we first started, it was door knocking and cold calling to get business and putting out door hangers, to get business. But quickly I started to see the next generation coming behind me. They were using social media. So I can go out and knock doors, and I maybe can knock 100 doors a day, but I can post one video, one piece of content. I can get in front of thousands of potential buyers and sellers just like that. And I get the messaging out so much quicker. So that's why social media, that's the reason I decided to pivot to that.
Were you ever nervous when you first went on camera for your social media videos, or did you just cut right in and you were cool with it?
I was never nervous. Nobody else was in the room with me. There was no reason to be nervous.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that, and we're going to discuss this late in the show, that have that whole, I don't like the way I look, I don't like the way I sound, I don't know what to say. So how did you move past, or you didn't have that fear at all, and you had your content prepared or knew what you were going to say?
Well, here's the thing, right? So when you know who you are, right? Outside of not trying to be cocky, but confident in who I am, right? So just like anybody else, the anxiety will hit, the how do I look will hit. What do I sound like? Well, I don't like my own voice, right?
You don't?
But I hate listening.
Are you guys, how do you all feel about, you have a good deep voice, Tom.
Well, still, it gets annoying when I'm editing and I just have to listen to myself.
Yeah, it gets annoying. I've learned to tweak my voice a little bit on the microphone, on the particular microphone I use. So I like hearing myself a lot more now. Yeah.
Well, if you don't know, I mean, I'm in the room when I laugh. You haven't met me before. So
you have a good laugh.
A very distinguishable laugh. So, and the first time I heard it on the show, I was like, oh, girl, you need to tone that down. But there it goes again. I can't stop it.
It's you. Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is.
So what about you, Daniel? What made you want to pivot to social media as your main lead source?
I pivoted because I wanted to increase my price point. So I've been a realtor now for about 9 years. And first starting out, I was doing, a lot of buyer clients, anywhere between, three. I think my highest one for, I would say the first 3 to 4 years was like 600,000. So I wanted to get into more the luxury space. And so the broker that I decided to go to at the time, which I'll remain nameless, went there and was not able to. Yeah, I wasn't able to get the information I needed, the help I needed to get to that 1 million, 2 million, 3 million price point. I realized that these realtors, they're not smarter than me. They don't got more swag than me. They're not doing anything that I feel as though, is just unattainable. So not getting the help I need, I decided to go directly to the client. I said, hey, if they won't help me, I can present myself. I know how to present homes. I've been in enough homes. So, I know how to articulate a thought and present a home very well. So I started doing home tours. And took it very seriously.
Have a lot of swagger in them for sure. They're very chic, and you guys all present your properties very well.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. And so I just said, you know what, I'm going to do this for a year and I'm going to see if I can make this work. Yeah. And 6 months in, I got my first listing for like 1.3. I leveraged the heck out that listing. And I just built a lot of confidence, of course, around that. Once I sold that and was able to get some more clients from that particular listing, and then the rest is history. So now doing informational content is doing more of that. And of course, we'll always do more home tours because that's kind of how I started. But that was my main reason for getting into content.
It's interesting that you said to increase your average price point, because there are a lot of realtors that want to break into luxury and ask all the time, how do I do that?
All the time.
How do I get that type of price point? So you present yourself very well on social media and do content that will speak to luxury clientele. And then that's how the listing came about.
Yeah, just acting as if, I acted as if this is what I do on the regular. This is what I do, even though I hadn't sold a home in those first 6 months.
Till you make it.
But it's really just acting as if, and it worked, and then until it became the normal. So yeah.
Interesting. Do you mind if I ask you, what was the content that you presented to get that luxury listing?
Yeah, so I basically just acted as I went into. I only did price points around. Well, I did other price points, but the majority of my price points were at the price where I wanted to be at. Okay. So I really wanted to, like I said, be at 1 point, 1 million, 1.5, 2 million. So I did a lot of content in that price point. And then I talked about a lot of neighborhoods, of course, that were in that price point. Okay.
Neighborhood, being the mayor of the town,
correct,
as we talk about.
Yeah, these were home tours. It was home tours.
It was actual home tours, not community tours.
Yeah, yeah. And then I started seeing clients from. I have clients from. Subscribers from South Africa, Canada. It took me to Mexico, so there's content on there from Mexico because I do real estate in Mexico. Not as much as in Texas.
That sounds like a great place to do real estate.
Yeah,
I want to do real estate in Mexico.
It started from just a vacation. I was doing a vacation and I've been different places. I liked it. And then I saw a property I wanted to invest in there. And then it just turned into doing a home tour there. And then a broker there saw it. And it just grew from there. So
we'll have to. That's another podcast. We'll have to. I want to dig into that because that's interesting. Okay, what about you, Tommy? Talk to us about why you decided to pivot to social media as your main lead source.
Well, I'd always played with video, and going back to really before social media, I was doing little video collages for the family, or just telling a story for whoever asked for it, edit a video, put it together. And, Facebook was bigger than anything in the 2010s. I got my license in 2010. And so I was always playing with video on Facebook. And I guess it was around 2013 or 2014. I was at Coldwell Banker.
I remember.
Frisco, and Benny Dinsmore.
Yeah.
He was like, Woot, Woot. And he was the first.
That's your
he was.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing someone else in the office who they used their last name for their slogan. And I was jealous. I was like, I need something. And then when Benny said that, I was like, I need a good slogan.
Okay, so Benny's the one that originally said.
I credit Benny with putting the Woot Woot in real estate. So
Woot Woot in real estate.
Yes.
So much. So, do you guys have anything like that?
I go like Dan Can, the People's Realtor.
Okay. All right, got it. Okay.
I had to use the last name. So, I I have a musical background, so I made a jingle on GarageBand. Y'all remember the app on?
Yeah.
So I made a jingle, actually recorded my vocals on there, and it was the Woot Woot.
I don't think I've
Tommy
ever heard you
Wooten.com. Woot Woot. Well, I didn't lay a verse to it. I didn't lay a hot 16 on it. It was just a hook.
Yeah.
It was just a hook. So I had that jingle and created a video, and I marketed this video around my community, like for farming.
Sure.
And it did really well. It got lots of engagement. People started catching on. I would start catching woots around the neighborhood.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So your neighbors were picking up on it too.
And so that lasted all the way up till 2020, in which we all got told to stay at the house, like shelter in place.
Well, that lasted about what, 2 months?
Well,
Dallas.
before we got
didn't really shelter in place.
before we had to get outside again, they saw us as essential workers.
Yeah.
Right,
But
yeah.
in 2020 is when I took that jingle and my video content and stopped putting it on Facebook and started putting it on YouTube.
Okay, what made you want to pivot to YouTube?
Exposure.
Better exposure.
Yes, it's the world's second largest search engine.
Yeah.
It's a video hosting platform. That's why it's not social media, right?
Right.
Like
I don't know that I really lump it in with the Facebooks and
it's
the
not.
Instagrams.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
I feel like
Yeah.
YouTube is its own separate thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a search engine, but it's a video search engine. It's wonderful for how-tos and educational content and entertainment content. So my first videos were all narration, A-roll, no B-roll, and my jingle. And I would say my first 30 to 40 videos, which started in 2020 and went into 2021, were all the same, but that jingle started catching on.
Thing would get
And next thing you know, I
You
was
got a good hook.
getting people, inquiring all around the country and overseas about moving to Dallas, because all I was doing was just talking to people about what it's like to live in different parts of Dallas.
Well, and I think at one point your business was 85% referral from YouTube. I don't know about you guys. Yeah. I mean, I'm guessing the majority of your business comes from all the social media platforms and YouTube, correct?
Yeah, YouTube mostly for me now.
Mostly
Okay.
YouTube.
Yeah, since I met these guys, like I've been going crazy with YouTube.
Because you're really big on
yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah, most of my followers are on Instagram.
Yeah, and so you've kind of pivoted to YouTube. Explain why.
The major reason is, proximity is power, right? So I'm around two major heavy hitters on YouTube, and I'm not going to let them outshine me, right?
Is that you too?
Honestly, if I could be honest, when you see something that's working,
Yeah.
you would be a fool not to pattern yourself after that. And I saw the type of buyer that was coming from YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm a real believer now.
Well, we
Like,
have all this relocation.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
look,
Correct.
Yeah.
don't get it twisted. I am perfectly happy to steal, good ideas.
Exactly.
I don't need to have
Yeah.
original thought of my own. I just need to find somebody more successful and just pattern, like you said, behavior after them.
Well then you doing it makes it original.
Yeah.
Like I could do the same exact video Luke does, but it's not going to come across the same.
have
Luke
different
does. It's got different delivery, different style,
Yes.
different mannerisms. So yeah, just you doing it makes it different.
Yeah.
Can you guys give me what the top 5 content ideas on YouTube that have gotten you the most traction?
Yeah. Well, in regards to
3, 2,
yeah.
3, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, look, home tours is one.
Yeah.
Home tours,
Home tours
not
is-
community
Yeah.
tours.
No.
Home tours.
Yeah,
of
specific
active
home tours.
listings.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean,
listings,
Daniel's
listings, any house in a community that you like, right? It could be a listing, it could be a model home, it could be another agent's listing. Really, at the end of the day, you're presenting yourself.
Sure.
There's tons of nice houses out there.
Yeah.
I'm just presenting myself as the expert. A lot of these homes say the same thing, but a lot of times saying the same thing over and over again, but people don't realize it because it's a new house.
Yeah.
Once you get to these homes, it's, everybody got engineered luxury hardwood floors.
Yeah,
engineered
how do
hardwood.
you make the
It's all the same
$500,000
thing.
house that is cookie cutter look attractive to somebody? How do you do that?
I do. Me.
Yeah, exactly.
It's I mean, in a very not conceited way, they're tuning into me. They're still in the house, but they're tuning into Luke, they're tuning into Tommy, and they trust expertise. Like the people watching this, they could watch a ton of podcasts, but they're tuning in because they like Tamera. They're doing it. That's all it is. There's tons of podcasts out there, but
No, I agree.
that's-
I agree. What do you got?
I mean, I'll piggyback off that and say that I had a conversation with a lady who made an inquiry with me from California a few weeks ago, and during our conversation, our buyer consultation, she said, You don't pass me off to anyone else, right? Like, I'll get to work with you because I watched you and I learned you.
yeah.
And that's where we want to be.
Interesting. Do you think most of the leads get passed off to team members on large teams, and the team leader probably doesn't handle it, or the face of the show, or whatever it is?
Yeah, that's of course. I literally just closed a deal from YouTube last week, and that was exactly why the client came to me. They went to another agent that was a pretty big agent in the area, and he's really huge on Instagram. So they went to YouTube, found me, found him, interviewed both of us, and that's what the agent told him. Like, hey, my assistant is going to take you around town. And obviously I understand his system, but it was more of a personal touch, especially after binge watching your content. That's basically what people are doing on YouTube. They binge watch you. So by the time they get
binge watch you.
they
They
watch
don't
all of
just
your
watch
videos.
one thing; they watch all the things.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Interesting.
I have had clients, and I was telling my guys about this. I've had a guy reach out to me. I got him pre-approved. He's relocating here from Arizona. I got him pre-approved. We were looking, and the video that he came to me from was from Princeton, Texas. The next video I did was Melissa.
Okay.
He called me. He was like, "Hey man, my wife changed her mind. She wants to move to Melissa." I was like, "Okay, we can actually look in the Melissa area."
Yeah.
The next video that I did was in my neighborhood of Prosper. He called me back right after that video dropped, and he said, "Hey, my wife said she wants to live in Prosper." I told my wife, I'm like, "This is crazy. This guy is literally taking my informational content and saying, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about. This is where I want to go."
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
that's pretty big influence.
Yeah.
If you can get someone to watch your video and nowadays in this
Past
world where
30
people
seconds.
are average 5 to 6 minutes. My videos right now anywhere between 6 to 7 minutes. If you get somebody to watch a video 3 to 4 minutes, I mean you're doing really
Jesse
good.
would have to tell me what my average
Really
watch
good.
time is. I haven't looked on YouTube in a while, but he says it's pretty
watch
good.
time.
We've gained a lot of traction, but we've been working
good.
pretty diligently on this.
And it's your consistency that pays.
That's what
It is.
Right?
That's what we learned.
Yeah.
So last year, my dad passed away, and
sorry to
so
hear that.
thank you. I had to take 6 months off from the podcast, and we basically had to start over. Right, all my audience was gone. The algorithm wasn't, getting me out there anymore, so I had to start over. Tommy, I mean, we don't have to dive into it, but you know what it's like to start over and try to regain your audience.
Oh yeah.
It takes time. It just takes time and consistency. That's
It takes
it.
time. Yeah. I tell realtors and people all the time, if you're not willing to do 150, 200 videos, don't even start YouTube.
Yeah.
Don't even
I'm on
do it.
132, so I'm getting there.
Yeah.
You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it.
But
There's some other videos on there too, so I probably have 150, 170 videos on YouTube now. But I just use it as my library. It's
Yeah.
hard
Oh, yeah.
for me because I'm very niche clientele, right? My audience are you. Your audience are the consumers. That's what YouTube was built for. So mine is mostly a library, but I'm hoping that realtors from other parts of the country will tune in because some of the things that we talk about, apply to anyone, any realtor, any real estate professional, any salesperson for that matter.
Yeah.
So, but it's tough to rebuild.
yeah, I mean the
11 minutes and 40 seconds is my average watch time on YouTube.
That's really good. That's really good.
11
That's
is really good.
Jesse.
Really good. 11 is really high.
Yeah.
That's
good.
awesome.
That's awesome.
And
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram. I'm up to an average of somewhere between 15,000 and 30,000 views a month on my Instagram. So, like I said, we're getting there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We'll get this will help get the word out for you guys and what you do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Well, I I really enjoy partnering with Daniel and Luke because we speak the same language. We of course have different strengths, things that we if someone were to show up to one of our workshops.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did I jump topic? All right, my bad.
Let's rephrase. We'll edit that out. No, I'm kidding. But if someone tunes into your podcast.
Okay, yes. So the Collective Code podcast, I think they'll see that we have 3 different things to bring to the table.
Yes.
They're likely to get baptized by Luke. They will run through a wall because of Daniel, whatever he has to say. And I don't know what they get from me. Maybe just a smile on their face. I'll laugh.
No, that's not
Strategy.
Look,
Strategy.
I mean,
Okay.
Strategist.
it is spoiler alert. I came to the content workshop and I'm just getting to know you both. Okay, of course, I've known Tommy forever, but you all 3 bring something very different to the table. And Tommy, I'm so glad you found these guys because I feel like this is just the right fit. I mean, you click. You just click.
Yeah.
And you can feel it on camera or when you present. So, and you don't, try to what's the word I'm looking for? Outshine the other, right? You all work cohesively and it shows.
Yeah, it's good to work with individuals who are confident within themselves. I've been in groups where people may have been intimidated by who I am or whatever, just because, and that's not what I'm trying to do. It's just that I'm sure of who I am. I've been through a lot, especially within real estate, which we don't have to go into detail, but I don't want to tone down who I am, not tone down who I am for anybody.
Yeah.
So to be able to be who I am with people who see it as either healthy competition, but also more of a collaboration. There's healthy competition there, but at the end of the day, if Tommy needs something or Luke needs something, whether it be business or personal, I'm there at drop of a hat. And so I think YouTube was a part of my career where I was like, man, this is finally fun. And then working with these guys, again, was another pivotal point in my career where it's like, this is now fun. It's actually fun to work again.
It's supposed to be fun.
Yes.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun.
Real estate market's been a little twangy over the last few years, and you got to be able to find some joy in what you're doing. 100%.
Finding community is difficult. Whether you're in real estate or not. I mean, finding like-minded people who you want to grow with, who you can learn from, right? You respect their opinion. You're listening, and then you're also adding value, and they're listening as well. I mean, that's tough to find. So, all right, we're done with the bromance, right?
Yes. But I do want to say,
I didn't get my chance to go in.
Hey, let's hear it, Luke. Go ahead.
I would piggyback off of what Tommy just said.
Yeah.
The community aspect of what we have. I've been in real estate for a while, I've been in business for a while. And one thing that you don't see is other agents in the same market that are willing to drop egos and collaborate together.
Yeah.
Right.
This is bigger than the 3 of us.
Well, there are people that think, and this is salespeople in general, I'm not singling out realtors, that feel like they have some sort of secret or proprietary information to what makes them special.
Yeah.
And it's the secret to real estate is repetition, follow-up, consistency, and confidence in what you're doing. And we're talking about all of those things today. But the tried and true ways of being a realtor are still true today. And you can add social media to that too. Yeah. Nobody has a secret.
Yeah.
No secret.
There's no secret.
It's all out on the table. The great thing about having it's not a camaraderie, but the brotherhood that we have.
Right.
The great thing about having that is what I lack, Dan has. What I lack, Tommy has.
And you can see that.
And it's vice versa.
Yeah.
And it's I think each one of our skill sets complements each other.
I agree.
So there's time, and like Dan will say all the time, like, hey, he'll call me and talk to me about something. I don't even know why he's calling me and talking to me about it, and vice versa. It's just like I want to vent, and after I get off the phone with him, it's like, boom, I'm strengthened. Like Tommy said, I'm ready to run through a wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
and you guys all pray together, but right before you start your team meetings. Yes. And I think that
every
helps.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
You missed it I know you had to bounce from the content training day.
Yes.
But when Luke prayed us out,
I love it.
Some of the feedback that came after that, some shoulder
That's
nudges.
unusual.
They're like, Tommy.
That's great.
It was something
Yeah.
that people realtors weren't they're not used to
No,
to
you
do
don't.
that at all.
Yeah, especially my wife said something that was really crazy because we're so used to praying with each other, you know, and praying for our businesses and everything. And she like reshared that prayer, and she was like, it's rare, or you never see another realtor praying for his competition's business.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, because I told Dan the other day, it's like the sky's too big for two eagles to collide.
Yeah.
So regardless if your business blows
I
up,
love that.
it's never going to
The sky
hinder
is
mine.
too big for two egos to
Eagles
collide.
to
Yeah,
eagles.
like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
Egos or eagles?
Eagles.
Eagles.
Oh, okay.
No
I said,
egos.
okay, eagles. Excuse
Eagles.
me. Jesse, quit shaking your head at me. Okay, I want to pivot, but before I do, I just want to add something to that. That's part of the reason I'm excited to be starting to work with you guys. Is I like to be educated also. I don't want to be the smartest person in the room.
100%,
If so, I'm in the wrong room.
Yeah.
But also, I want to be able to add value and not just take. Right? This is it has to be a partnership.
100%, yeah.
With anyone you're involved with
Correct.
in
Yeah.
business, it has to be a partnership of give and take. And that's speaking to your point, finding like-minded people, finding people that share your values, share how you want to conduct your business, and growing together is just an important part of how all this works.
Yeah.
But okay, I know the audience is going to find this next question incredibly interesting because as social media has grown, I'm getting more and more requests for social media managers. Someone that's going to go out, have the camera, video the content, edit it, produce it, get it distributed, all of that. And I know my realtor audience feels like this is a really big undertaking to take that on, right?
Yeah.
So why do you guys do that? Why do you produce your own content versus hiring a videographer or a social media manager?
Well, I do have a videographer. He's been on on the team for about 5 years. He believed in the vision, kind of like my brother's here. He believed in what I was doing, and he's been working with me for about 5 years. But I've done a lot of content without him as well, and you do not need a videographer. Luke, he has of course a part in the in our workshops where he teaches them how to work the different drones and cameras and pockets, different
and you have an
things that
equipment
way.
list too.
Right, and
yeah.
we give an equipment list, and these are things we teach. Of course, not to jump to the workshop.
That's
section,
okay.
but-
It's over.
But
We already
we show
jumped
you,
in.
of course, how to make it look like you have a videographer. Of course, I'm a big believer in outsourcing editing as fast as possible. Luke, Tommy, they like to edit. They're good at editing. I don't like editing. I don't like doing it. So I'm really a big advocate of outsourcing as much as possible. But there are many ways, and we give really good tips and tricks on how you can video yourself.
I want to point to your deal with your videographer. It takes something special.
Yeah,
that
is
videographer
special,
is
yeah.
also a licensed agent.
That's,
Right?
I find
Now-
that incredibly
Well,
important.
as of 2
Yeah.
years, he is now.
Okay.
Someone who's
But
practiced in real estate.
you were able to strike a deal that made sense for the both of you. I've tried to do that in the past with a videographer, found it extremely difficult to reach a deal where their time and their edits, they're not wanting everything up front, and they're willing to release the raw footage to me. The raw footage is king.
Yes, it
in what this road that
I agree.
this conversation we're about to go down.
Yeah.
Footage is king. So you are able to get that. 99% of realtors will not be able to
That's true.
do what you did because videographers. They need to keep their footage.
Yeah.
So I digress, and I'll let you.
It was also a unique situation because he wasn't a videographer. Like we started from a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we started from a phone, mini videos from a phone. I was actually paying another friend of mine, Joe Bryant. Shout out to Joe Bryant. He's actually a contractor to come and do a contractor drone. I took that footage from a contractor drone and put it into my video. So he grew into being a videographer. We grew together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we bought the upgraded cameras and upgraded the drones and upgraded the drones into what you see now. But it didn't start like that. It started from a cell phone. It's funny. I put out a post 5.5 years ago on Facebook. It's again acting as if. It's a difference between faking the funk or acting as if. Be
Faking
do
the
have.
funk.
Who are you being? Like
Yeah.
who are you being? Are you starting with the end in mind? Are you acting as if? Who are you being? So this was a being. You know what? This is the person I want to be. I'm going to get someone who's going to see what I'm trying to build. And that's exactly what happened. A friend of a friend commented me and said, hey, Daniel's looking to get into real estate. He wants to take photos. He wants to do video work. We talked. I told him, hey, this is my vision. I said, well, hey, let's try something out. He came in a $5 million house. He's like, wow, I didn't know this is what we were doing.
Yeah.
And it kind of grew.
You walked into a $5 million house.
Yeah. It grew from there. So, yeah.
And both their names are Daniel. So just
Oh, that's awesome.
just in case he threw it in there, and I was like, I wonder if she caught that.
Didn't you just take her out to last names at that point? Because it's too hard. Yeah, that's really interesting. I mean, people talk about the investment in time, right? And you either have money or time. You don't typically have both, right? That's how the saying goes. Yeah. So videographers are, to your point, they're not social media managers and videographers. They're not cheap. The good ones aren't cheap, and you want to pay for somebody that's going to execute good quality. But I ran into the content issue that you're talking about with my previous studio. I didn't realize this at the time, but when I left, they didn't release my podcast channels to me. So I had to start all over with all of the podcast platforms. Of course, my YouTube was my YouTube, so I got to take all of that with me. But we had to start over.
Because if you don't have that agreement set, it's their footage. Yeah, it's their property. So
a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't know. Even when you go take family photos, those photos don't belong to you and your family. They belong to the photographer.
And listing photos.
Yeah, listing photos don't belong to. As soon as that listing sells, those photos, you don't have the right to use them anymore. Which is so great that Dan has this relationship with Daniel. Yeah, because he still has ownership of all of his content. Right. Which is the reason that I am such a stickler for creating my own content. Right. Because if I had to pay a videographer to do what I'm doing, putting out, 5 posts a day, to have enough content to put out 5 posts a day and 2 YouTube videos a week, literally I would have to go and I would have to Uber Eats just to afford to pay a videographer to do what I'm doing.
Of course, these guys got my content. These are my brothers. They need them. They got them.
Yeah. Well, I did the math based on my production and the tasks of that require X amount of hours a week in and around video from editing and what have you. Yeah, it would cost me somewhere in the neighborhood of $90,000 easily a year.
Oh my gosh!
And and so we're for someone who's looking to consistently produce. I mean, you could do that if you want. It's gonna cost you to put out all the videos that that we're talking about because for instance, on the tail end, on the tail end of that of the content training day that you came to, the workshop, I spoke with a few of the agents who had paid videographers, and they were getting in return one video for their listing, which we know listings are sitting on the market longer. How is that beneficial when you should be producing a minimum of 5 videos for that listing?
Yeah, education content around the listing, education content the list goes on and on. I have tons of lists of content ideas that realtors can use for videos.
But when they don't get the raw footage they have to pay that same videographer for another video and then for another one. And I actually just want to do a reel. I just want to show the kitchen.
Sure.
You got to pay for that. And it's if you got your own equipment, you would totally streamline your own process and just dedicated yourself to dominating that specific platform that you wanted to go in on. If you just dedicated yourself to that, you would take ownership.
You don't have to be all things to all the platforms.
I
just pick one that's best for you.
Right.
And just already have the equipment.
And just say
you're segueing into what I'm going to talk to next. So thank you for doing that. But I also want to tell the audience, if you guys are looking to do a podcast, you need to contact Jesse at Tor Studios because I will have zero problems taking any of my content content with me if I were to leave, but I'm not going to. So sorry, shameless plug for Jesse. I haven't done that, and I needed to do that. I've needed to do that for a long time. He does an excellent job with.
I love the setup.
All of the stuff. Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Setup is dope.
Yeah, it's really good, and we collaborate. I don't just come in and record. If I get stuck on something, I call him, and he collaborates with me. And he's a practicing realtor, so he has that vantage point of real estate, which makes that just the perfect combo, like what you were talking about. So, Jesse Showalter, this one's for you, babe. Luke, okay, so thank you for the tee up to talk to Luke about equipment. Tell the audience what the key pieces are of equipment that you need to produce really good content on social media. Meaning you're stepping up you want to step up from the phone.
Okay. So if you want to step up from the phone, a step up from the phone is going to be your DJI Osmo Pocket 3. That is, if you don't have a videographer.
Yeah, I don't know what you just said.
Have you heard of DJI products?
No.
No?
Yeah,
Okay.
so DJI is a brand.
Okay.
And DJI has a tool called the Osmo Pocket 3.
Okay.
And the Osmo Pocket 3 is a gimbal and camera all in one. Right? So the gimbal and camera all in one, it allows you to get smooth footage, right? And still have 4K footage, right? Without spending a ton of money. What is that equipment now? They have the 4 out now. I think the total package is like $900. You know, It's
Jesse's pulling it up right now.
Yeah,
so
$419 for the Osmo Pocket 3, right? So you can spend $400 just to get really good quality, and you can shoot in not S-Log because it's not Sony, but I think they have D-Log. You can shoot in D-Log, which is basically you go in and color grade it afterwards if you wanted to, or it shoots perfect video the way that it comes out of the box. You can just shoot the video and upload it.
4K,
you know what's special about it is
4K
that
everything.
it's the camera gimbal combination. So you don't need a gimbal and a
Pull up
camera.
a picture of it, Jesse, so that I can see. I bought some different equipment as, a thank you to the audience for
Look at that.
yeah, that's pretty sleek.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this what you had at the content workshop?
Yeah, we all had.
Oh, you all?
Yeah, we all
Okay.
had. Yeah.
I saw those floating around.
Yeah. And it allows you to shoot in vertical and in horizontal.
Yeah.
Maybe Jesse can put up a picture of what it looks like when we produce the podcast so everybody can see.
Yeah.
That's pretty slick. Okay. So that's your primary piece of equipment past the phone.
Past the phone is that, and then my camera.
Okay.
My camera is specifically for talking head videos. So when I'm in my studio and I'm doing informational content, I'm using my camera.
What camera is it?
So I use the Sony A7 IV.
Sony A7 IV.
Sony A7 IV.
And just so you know, I use the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for both my talking head at home and my videos out in the field.
Okay.
And so I'm throwing that out there.
$420.
Yeah.
You would pay a videographer the same amount. That's why we're talking
one
about
video.
the investment.
And Prime Day is coming up, so there you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so Daniel, do you work with your videographer? But I know you do content on your own. So do you use the same equipment?
Yeah. I use the Pocket and Pocket 3 all the time, and of course with our podcast, we use the same cameras he has here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I was the last one to get the Pocket 3.
Yeah.
After hearing for it, about it, month after month.
And you love it. Easy to use.
Yeah, it took over. I had a very big rig of a gimbal and DSLR camera. It took over that.
Yeah.
So
You could pop that thing in your purse,
pocket.
and it probably weighs less than 5 pounds,
No, it probably weighs
less than a pound.
Not even a half a pound.
it's not.
Okay.
I walk around with it in my
It won't
pocket.
even weigh down your purse. And if you've seen my purses, I can't
you
carry
won't
any
feel
extra weight.
You won't feel it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what
there's
we all
a
have.
creator
That's what we all have,
combo,
the creator
Jesse's
combo.
saying,
Yeah, correct.
with a
want the
mic
mic.
included. Oh, you want the mic.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so we're looking at $539 on this one particular website.
Which is really a good price
yeah.
for now because it actually went down because
Yeah.
the 4 came out, and it's really
it
simple.
says
You turn the-
$629 was the original
you
price.
turn the microphone, it automatically syncs to the Pocket.
And the mic is one of those that you clip on your lapel or whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
Just a little pill.
Oh, it has a big fuzzy thing.
Yep.
But I don't girls don't like
Be
that.
outside,
but-
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're outside.
Got it. Okay. So we've got the Osmo Pocket 3 and we've got the Sony A7 IV. Anything else that Luke that you recommend for the audience?
As far as visuals are concerned,
Well, I mean, what are the key pieces of equipment to
I'll
have
run it
past
down
the
for
phone?
you.
And you haven't said the word drone yet.
yeah, I was about to say the next thing is the drone.
Okay.
Right. So I use the DJI Mini 5 Pro or the
DJ. Oh my god.
DJI
Okay.
Mini 5 Pro, and they have the Mini 4 Pro.
Okay.
The
Jesse, can you pull that one up? I want to see like what it looks like on the price tag.
And I have a smaller one than what Luke recommended.
Okay.
And Dale just got some crazy looking. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It'd been 5 drones. Yeah, I think he has the Mavic. Yeah.
Oh, you've seen, you can tell from the content?
I think he did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he just tell me like as we get, I'm like, well, how much you need from me, and I just give it whatever you need,
You
man.
oh, yes,
There you
here's my
go.
credit card.
I just
Right.
I trust him so much. If he say he want to do something, I just give it to him.
Yeah.
DJI. Okay, got it. Okay, so we've got 3 pieces of recommended equipment. It looks like the drone is around $1,100, give or take. So we probably have. I don't know how much the camera was, but are we talking $2,000 total investment ish, give or take?
Nah.
2,500.
Not for that camera. For his camera,
Yeah.
I would. His camera. That's
Luke
Yeah,
nerds
just the-
out
just the
on his
lens.
equipment.
I probably have like 20 grand with this equipment.
Regular people that
Oh,
are
yeah.
You could do your Osmo Pocket 3.
overachiever.
You could do your Osmo Pocket 3, your drone, and your just basic Bluetooth wireless microphone.
Okay.
That's literally all you need.
That's all you need.
But here's the thing, and this is where I hate to go into mindset behind this, but the reason that a lot of people don't do what they know that they need to do is because they overcomplicate it and they try to wait until everything is perfect.
No,
Right?
and this is what I wanted you to talk about next. So please.
Yes. So if you go ahead and kill that perfectionism, if I could say that word, if you kill that perfectionism and you say, hey, I'm going to put the content out there and the barrier is the equipment. So I'm just going to use my cell phone, my Osmo Pocket 3, a microphone, and a cheap drone. It doesn't have to be this equipment, right? You can get cheaper equipment if you wanted to, but the barrier to entry to really good quality is pretty cheap.
Well, and if you're having an issue getting out there on social media, I think the equipment does help.
Yeah.
What the final look is will help you and encourage you to want to build more content.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah. definitely.
What's a huge big tip which we got from Luke is your phone and lens wipes.
Yeah.
Like I was
Oh,
wiping
yeah.
my phone with.
Oh, the lens
Yeah.
wipe.
Yeah, that's
That
right.
everybody was passing those around,
Yeah.
cleaning their equipment.
It's a
So
huge-
the
it's-
lens wipe. That's a big one.
That will
I
literally-
need to get
alcohol
some of
lens
those.
wipe.
I forgot.
Alcohol lens wipe.
That
Yeah,
will literally
yeah.
take your content from a 5 to a 10 instantly.
instantly.
Okay.
And even if you're just using your cell phone, if you wipe off that lens, literally, I figured that out one day. My daughter handed me a lens
And
wipe.
not on your t-shirt or the
No.
corner.
On your t-shirt is going to smudge it, right?
Yeah.
And then we have the tendency to wipe the lens that's on the top. Well, that's
Yeah.
not the one that you're using when you're
Right,
recording.
the back, yeah.
You know,
You're
not unless
using the one in the front.
Yes. So
Everyone always does, these, and then they forget about, oh, wait a minute, who's the Android user in the group?
Me.
Dan.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking
I
about.
know there's a reason our texts are green.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Thanks, Daniel.
There's one dinosaur amongst us.
Yeah.
Okay, lens wipes. That's a huge golden nugget.
Yeah.
You can get those on Amazon or
Walmart, Target.
Yeah.
Walmart.
They're like $5 for like 100 of them. I go through like a box every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have any, once we have our equipment and we're going to make some good content, it really is about helping the audience get past, their hindrances.
Yeah.
And so are there any other pieces of advice that you guys have for the audience about making content that's going to look good and help give them the confidence to keep going?
Well, Daniel has a formula that
Yes.
I would like for him to recite, and this is a formula that specifically is meant to alter our mindset into what it is that we can achieve.
I love it.
Go ahead and share that.
Please, sir.
Yeah.
Take us to church.
Yeah, it's a. Well, I'll let Luke do that, but no. Thought plus feeling times faith times consistent action equals manifestation of any and everything.
Whoa,
Thought
say
plus
that
feeling-
slower one more time.
Thought.
That's a golden nugget.
Thought plus feeling times faith times consistent action equals manifestation of any and everything.
Wow, I
Thought
love
plus
that.
feeling times faith times consistent action equals manifestation of everything. Be, do, have. Who are you being? Are you starting with the end in mind? Are you acting as if? Be, do, have. Do a little, have a little. Do a lot, have a lot. That's it. That's why we're here. That's why I feel blessed to be in the company of you all here, but I'm not surprised, very humbly, because I've manifested this.
Yeah.
Everything that's happening is if I'm thankful for it, but I'm not surprised. Like I'm living right now, but in this present, but I'm really in future tense, present. That makes sense.
It does.
So it's always when I do an accomplishment, whether it be material, spiritual, I've grown spiritually being with these guys,
Yeah.
right? Because that's what I've manifest, and I walk in that daily. I'm very intentional of what I'm thinking every single morning. Am I perfect? No, of course not. But I know how to redirect. I'm very good at redirecting.
Yeah.
I'm very good at redirecting. I'm not perfect, but I redirect quickly to
You don't
that
use the
formula.
word pivot. You use the word redirect.
Yeah, it's like, we come here, if I know exactly how to get here, but if I miss my exit toward President George Bush, I need to get off the next exit and come back. If I continue to go 3, 4, 5 exits, it's going to take me a whole lot longer to get here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's redirecting quickly,
love it.
so I can, stay on the
I
path.
love
Yeah.
that. Man, I'm going to have to take a minute to take that in. That was a good one.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
good.
I mean, the mindset is, that's really where everything begins.
It is.
And
It is.
I will say that we collectively and individually have an abundance mindset. Therefore, it helps us to take the highs with the highs and the lows with the lows. And in real estate, there's plenty of the lows. It helps us to be able to look in tough markets and say, well, am I taking this as a loss or a lesson? Right? I'm
100%.
going to take an L, but it's
Yeah.
not going to be a loss. Let's call it a lesson. And if-
Loss versus lesson. I like that too.
100%.
and it enables the bounce back. It helps us to be able to move forward and really just be thankful. Starting off each morning, our Monday, Wednesday, Friday calls.
Yes.
We start off with prayer, and that's for gratitude, just for our health to be able to wake up and just be on the call with each other, say hi to our agents. And so, mindset is really where the video thing starts with mindset as well.
I
right?
agree.
It's like, so, and that's just we are students of it, but we are also the leaders. People are looking to us to hear what we have to say on this as well in our group. So
In abundance, it's there whether you see it or not. It's like air. It's like, it's air, it's water. It's there whether you are experiencing or not. If just because you're not experiencing abundance, or you feel as though you're not experiencing abundance because you're not in gratitude, just waking up and experiencing this life we live is abundance. But just because you're not experiencing doesn't mean it's gone anywhere. It's still there.
Yeah.
It hasn't gone anywhere. You just have to step into it. And we see it. We see it everywhere we go. When I talk to them, every morning call we're on. A lot of times I'll see something. I'll get a nugget from Luke. I'll get a nugget from Time. I'll get a nugget from somebody else on the call and be like, oh yeah, And we
And
see
you've got
another
some
opportunity.
amazing team members that also can contribute a lot
Yeah,
to what you guys are doing.
Everyone,
Allison and
Skylar.
Oh my God, you can't
Skylar.
forget about Skylar.
Allison
And then the one that I'm blanking, is it Jennifer? The one that is actually coaching agent.
oh yes,
Jen.
yeah. Jen Velarde.
She was. I met her too, and I really enjoyed talking to her.
Yeah.
So I feel like you guys have a really well-rounded team that you have going on, and everybody carries weight and adds value and contributes, but you also have the opportunity to learn. So, okay, we need to wrap up, but I want to talk really quick to the audience about the workshop. So give us some teasers about the workshop, the key things that you're going to discuss, and what you're going to help the attendees implement, because it is a workshop. They're going to do things at this event.
Yes, definitely. If I can speak to one thing, you're going to learn exactly what equipment you need to use to create high
It'll all
quality
be there
content.
so you can see it.
All of the equipment will be there, and it's not just, I'm going to show you the equipment. We actually go into detail on why we use specific pieces of equipment and what we actually use them for. we go as far as breaking out into subgroups, so you can actually get a little bit more intimate with the three of us. And find out what our specialties are,
and you rotate those
and we
groups, so
rotate
everybody
everyone
gets
around.
a chance with each one of you.
Yeah, exactly. So everyone gets the opportunity to ask the questions.
That's the part
that
I
they
had to
may
bug
have.
out on, and I regret that. I won't. I had something. It kind of. Anyway, I had a conflict, but I will make sure my schedule's clear for the next one.
All right.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
but
good.
Luke he covers. He does a lot of the equipment. This was our second hands-on workshop, and so that's the second in a row where he's dove in on equipment. And
Yeah,
Daniel
that was a really good job.
on mindset,
Yes.
motivation, and just.
Basically, just how they help you get out of your own head.
Getting out of your own head.
and knowing why you're not doing what you know you need to be doing. I mean, a lot of realtors, they know they need to be doing content. They want to do content. They want to get into content. And four main reasons why most people are hinder from getting in front of the camera. They hate the way they look. They hate the way they sound.
Yes.
They're afraid of what people will say, what Betty or Bob in their mother's basement, who is a loser, is going to say on their video,
Right.
or they're a perfectionist.
Yeah.
So we know those are the four main reasons. So we help you overcome that.
Yeah. And then the one that I contribute strategy and turning
Yes.
the video into lead magnets, because there's a lot of different
Incredibly
ways.
important part of the
Right,
process.
right. That's a really important
If
thing.
you aren't able to get business from what you're doing, then
If it don't make money,
Exactly.
Makes sense.
it doesn't make sense. I like it. If it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense.
yeah, we're getting away from the vanity metrics. I got however many likes
Yeah.
and views. Okay, what are we doing with that?
Exactly.
Are we actually turning that into lead generation?
Yeah.
So that's the part that I
Yeah, that's something I want to talk to you about offline as well. Okay, so how I know that you guys are working on the next workshop to be in the fall,
September. Yep.
September.
Do we have a date yet?
No date
no
lined
date
up.
yet.
Listen out for it.
Okay.
You can.
How do they get on the invitation list for the workshop?
Well, they need to follow us individually on social media, or even on the Collective Code on
Yeah.
Instagram. You can find the Collective Code on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok,
YouTube.
on YouTube
Of
as
course.
well. Right.
And so they could DM you and say, hey, I'd like to get on
Exactly.
the invitation list.
Yeah, we have our information on the Collective Code, the collectivecodepodcast.com.
Yes,
The collectivecodepodcast.com. They could reach us there as well.
Okay. Perfect. Well, it's a great place to stop for today, don't you think?
I think
it's
so.
good.
It's amazing.
I think
Well,
it's
I
good.
appreciate you guys so much and really enjoyed the conversation today. I know that we had plenty of golden nuggets that are going to, really speak to the audience. So thank you for taking the time to
Thank
be
you
on
for
my
having
show
us.
today.
Thank you for having us. This was
Thank
fun.
you.
All right, that's a wrap on episode number 132. Again, I'm your host, Tamera Gaede. If you like my content, you're really going to love my escrow team. So give me an opportunity to reach out to you about your title needs and make it a great day.
Gather round the table.